Hello every person, my name is Jose Jimenez. I want to introduce a couple of guys who are going to tell a story about when they moved from Maine
and Vermont
to Los Angeles, California, and they got in a lot of trouble. And anyway, you pay attention because it's very interesting.
This guy is from Vermont. This guy is from Maine. They moved to Los Angeles, California. It's oh so strange. They laughed, they cried, they're climbing to the top. Don't say slow down. They're never gonna stop.
Jeezum, go.
'Cause it's hard telling, not knowing. It's hard telling, not knowing. It's hard telling, not knowing when you're chasing your dreams.
What have you been up to recently?
Well, I appreciate you asking. Lately, you know, I moved to Los Angeles. I kind of wanted to broaden my horizons a little bit.
Did you?
Try some new things.
Like surfing?
Well, I was surfing the internet. I'm not going out in the ocean yet.
Look at
you. Because I don't want to expose myself to direct sunlight. It gets dangerous. So they got this thing out here, Frisbee Golf. You ever heard of this?
No. You
kind of throw the Frisbee at this target. It's got chains and a little basket, so it's like that.
Kind of like tiddlywinks.
No, not like tiddlywinks.
Bigger version.
Tiddlywinks.
Well, anyway.
Anyways.
Agree to disagree.
All right. I found all this out because I came across this ad for this guy that said he wanted a Frisbee golf partner.
I know how to throw a Frisbee.
So I wrote him back and I said, yeah, I'll be your partner, bud. So I went over to his house. It's kind of one of them, you know, California hippie houses.
Okay.
So I knock on the door, but he doesn't answer. So I kind of peek my head in there, and you wouldn't believe it. He's deep in the throes of meditation or something.
Really?
I couldn't.
What was he doing?
All kinds of stuff. I don't know, spiritual and whatnot. I couldn't quite figure it out. Nothing like I ever saw in church. So, all right, that's fine. So I says, hey there, bud. How's it going? Well, he said hello. He shows me a little bit of the altar.
Here you go.
And I try to help him get his Frisbee there.
Oh, hey,
but he didn't want me touching it. Fine, that's his Frisbee.
There we go.
And then, you know, we went off to the Frisbee golf course. It was a bit of ways from where his apartment was.
Yeah.
So
we had to hoof it.
Yeah, we hoofed it. We went all over the place. Places that I don't even think are on the maps of Los Angeles.
He was just winging it.
Oh, he was winging it all right.
So why'd you stick around?
Well, I wanted to play Frisbee golf, so I was determined I was going to do it. You know, I had my own methods just trying to keep up with him.
Right.
I definitely needed a boost along the way. And then he started, you know, showing me all these different techniques about, you know, how you got to throw it this way and that way. And, you know, he had all these different ways. And he was serious about some things, you know, but then not so serious about other things.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Did he ever get angry with you?
Yeah, he did. I think I wasn't quite throwing the Frisbee right on a couple occasions. My first time out there. And, you know, we had some success on some of them, and other times not so much.
Do it.
And there were times I didn't feel comfortable.
Just in general?
In general with him. He was a nice guy, but he was a little different.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. He loved trees. He had such an appreciation for these trees as we were walking through. It was like nothing I ever saw before in my life. really like nature.
A bit of a woodsman.
Sure, why not? I'll probably see him again at some point. He strikes me as one of those guys that I'm not gonna get rid of. Wherever I go, he might be there. You know, I had some of those friends.
Yeah, as did I.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah.
Can't avoid them.
That's why I moved to California.
Got away from them, huh?
I avoid them now.
Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah, it's all right.
Had a bit of a doozy of a date the other night.
Really?
Jeezum, girl.
How about sums it up, huh?
It's a bit complicated.
Well, it's always complicated with you, isn't it?
It is, especially in Los Angeles.
Ladies are always confounding, no matter where they are.
Well, I was at the supermarket the other night, just wandering the aisles, and she's there doing her thing, hanging out in the bread section.
Bread section.
Which is where I like to be.
Oh, yeah.
And she was something else.
Oh, super, huh?
Yeah, she had hair and the spandex.
Hair and spandex.
She was out to shop.
Double threat.
She's the first girl in Los Angeles, honestly, Sean, that you know, a normal girl that treats me nice.
What does that mean? I'm not quite sure.
She didn't sock me in the eye.
That's a good start for you.
About imagine.
Uh-huh.
So I get to feeling a bit drastic. I tell her about my bread project, and she's, you know, she sounds interested, and she's an actress, and you know, it's natural, you know, because I like bread and she's an actress.
She's an actress, of course, so what could be more natural than that?
Right. So I asked her out, and she said, sure.
Yeah.
Sure, maybe.
That would be awesome.
Maybe.
So I meet her out at this fancy restaurant.
Hey.
And she's wearing spandex that night too.
Oh, Jeezum,
I
that's
know.
her little outfit.
That's her
huh?
thing. I get to know her a little bit. And she's funny. She's smart. She's got a lot to say.
Totally.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good.
We got good and hammered.
Good drunk.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You are so funny.
And we go back to my house.
Yeah, sure, I get it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'll have to tell you all about it. 'Cause it's
I
so
try to make her feel comfortable.
Yeah.
All right.
Put on some nice music. Set the mood.
Yeah, I know. I don't have time for this.
And I make her a drink called a fat ass martini.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, God.
She thought that was real good. We did some yoga together.
Oh, feel the bend.
That went over well. I showed her the ways of throwing like a true Tim Wakefield knuckler.
Just, okay.
Knuckleball, yoga, what's left?
I did make her some bread.
You made her toast. You put 2 slices of Nissen bread in the toaster.
I did make her some toast. She liked that.
I bet she did. So you're impressing the hell out of this girl right now.
There was one kind of strange moment though that we had.
Just one?
I figured, you know, just rub her feet a little bit. She probably had a long day.
That's better.
Yeah, I've had a long day, you know.
Is your tense?
And so I grab her feet, I
Yeah.
put her upside my lap,
Yeah,
and I start caressing them.
caressing, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
And then, Grace, I start liking it too. I'm telling you, Sean, there was a moment where I didn't know whether I was giving or receiving.
Maybe that turns you on now.
Well, her feet were like were right across my groin. She's still, you know, but liking it. And I start, you know, getting a little closer. And so her knees start coming over here, and she starts to love it. I mean, I could tell she's into it really bad. She's like a wicked bad girl. She's into it.
Oh, wait, hang on just a second. I'm sorry, just excuse me 1 second. Dude, what the fuck?
Well, then she got a little confused.
Creepy fuck!
Of course, what's the natural progression after that?
That was the end of it.
That was it, huh?
Yeah, she was a bit freaked out. I think she didn't really trust herself. Does that sound like a good date to you?
No, that sounds terrible. It's like a terrible date. I don't get it at all.
I just thought I would treat her like a lady.
You gotta ease up and don't push the bread so much. People don't get that out here. maybe next time I find a girl who's really appreciates Nissen bread the way you do. Alright.